Hello everyone. I am back. I am so glad. I'm hoping that you guys are having a fantastic day. I'm going to give it a minute and hopefully get myself situated myself here. I'm out here. I'm in Monterey. I'm enjoying this really good weather. Right now it's cool. It's beautiful. I wish there was a way I'm going to turn it around. Hey, Pat, good morning. I want to turn it around real quick and let you see my view. Oh, yeah. I know, Pat, you get that all the time, being in San Diego. But yeah, I got to drive to mine. But anybody know me, know I love the water. But I wanted to come up on today for day 2 of a growth mindset. So I wanted to start off by basically doing a recap of what we did yesterday, what we talked about yesterday. And so what that was is we talked about what is a growth mindset, and we understand a growth mindset loves a challenge. They thrive on challenges because they know challenges is going to take you out of your comfort zone. The challenges of life is going to move you forward from where you are to where you want to be. So that is what a growth mindset is all about. It just loves the challenges of life because they will definitely catapult you to your next destination. So we talked about that. We also talked about yesterday just being able to step out of your comfort zone, and we talked about the battle starts in your mind. And as we know, that is where the battle is fought, and it's fought hard. It is in our mind, because our mind is always going to tell us to live in a space of ease, live in a space of comfort. That's what our mind naturally does. It's built to do that. We have to go against the grind. We have to challenge it. We have to challenge our thoughts, because remember, our thoughts are just records from our past. And if there's been some things in our past that told us that we're not good enough, that's told us that we're not, that we can't do or can't be a certain thing because of a multitude of things, because the way we grew up, because the color of our skin, or whatever it may be, we have to be willing to challenge those things. So today we're going to be talking about intentionality, being intentional, and also understanding your value, which is so very important. Understanding, hey Matt, and so understanding your value system, and understanding and being intentional about it is very powerful. And I'm telling you, that is definitely the road to getting you where you want to be and how you're going. Because if you're going to be intentional, you have to set that. It means being purposeful where you're going. Hey Dee Dee, so glad you're here to join me. But it's being purposeful where you're going. This morning I got up and I said, you know what, I am going to the water because the water is calling me. That's where I need that pace, that space of peace. I need that right now, and I want it. So I drove over here before this live, and so I wanted to be here. So I was intentional. I got up and with some intentionality. Actually, I decided it last night, and I was intentional about doing it. And so, but understanding who you are and being aware of who you are is very valuable. So let me say this to you. Um, Let me say this to you. When you are setting goals, your goals need to resonate with who you are. Whatever you decide to open up a business, you have to make sure that business is a part of your value system. Hey Matt, I'm in Monterey. I'm at Asilomar Beach right now, loving it. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Yes. So, but yeah, but anyway, so when you're doing those goals, you have to set those intentions, but you have to know what you value. So you have to know your value system. So, for instance, let me give you an example. I had to do, and I'm going to employ you just to do this exercise with me. Pick out 10 things, 10 values, 10 value characteristics of yourself. So what a value system is, basically how you make decisions. what are you making that decision from? What space in you are you making decisions from? So one of my, I went through the list of doing my 10, hey Terry, I did my 10 values. I listed them down, and then I went back and chose what are my top 3 values that makes me who I am, that I make decisions off of those. Some things I say, okay, I have to set boundaries based on those. And the top 3 for me is, one is family, one is integrity, and the other one is faith. Those are my 3 top values that I work from, that I live from, that I make decisions from. But I never would have actually, I would have made decisions not on those set of value systems, and would have been upset if I didn't take the time to understand where do I value in life, and how important it is to where I'm going. So, and to say that, and to go along with your value system, you have to be intentional about actually finding what those things are. You have to sit down with yourself and understand, what do I value? So with me, because family is a value system, anytime something comes up with that I have to make decisions on, whether it be business, fun, or whatever, I have to ask myself, okay, I always do. It's almost instinctive. Like, how is this going to affect my family? I wonder how my family would be. It's always, I have some set, it's including my family. So in saying that, understanding your value system and how important it is to your growth mindset is important. And I'm sitting here looking at my notes, because I ain't gonna lie, this water is straight distracting me. This probably was a bad idea because I'm enjoying this so much. So back to the charge at hand. I got to keep it real 100 with you. I'm used to me lying about it. So, but anyway, your value system, and getting to your value system, you have to be 100% responsible for you. 100%. Hands down, 100% responsible for you. I cannot blame anybody else for what I do, how I'm doing it, and when I'm doing it. I have to be 100% responsible. And let me kind of give you a formula that I use. And everyone knows me, I'm very math. I love math. I'm very analytical. That is part of my value system. And very strategic. That's part of my value system. And so, but let me give you this formula. I want you to write this down. Write this down. You got a pencil and paper in front of you. Write this down. It's E plus R equals O. E plus R equals O. And basically what we are saying with this, E is the event. E is the event about what is going on in your life. The R is how you respond. And the O is your outcome. So let me give you an example of how this works in your life. And it's really important to keep this formula close to you. Because if I have an event, okay, let's take, the stimulus money. They all gave everyone the stimulus money. So we have 2 people. One person get the stimulus money. So their response, that's the event, the stimulus money. The R, their response to the stimulus money, their response to it was, oh, I am going to go get me some shoes. I got this handbag. I'm going to go buy whatever, all these things. And this actually blew up, because what actually a shoe and handbag, that's going to just, the money's gone anyway if you did that. So when you do that, your response to that, so the outcome is that when your car breaks down, you have no money to get it fixed. So that was your response. Thank you, Matt. Bam, right there. And so that you have no money to get it fixed. So but you got to be intentional. So just say that second person, they get their stimulus money. If their response to that stimulus money is that, you know what, I'm gonna put this in the bank. It's going to earn some interest, a little bit of interest, put it into CD or something where it's going to earn more. It's going to multiply. Side note, always make sure you pregnate your money. Your money need to give birth to something. Side note, I'm back to the story at hand. So your outcome in this situation, that you put your money in the bank, now this time when your car breaks down, the outcome is you have money to actually fix your car. But see, that takes a lot of intent. You have to be very intentional about that. Because guess what? You know, it don't just happen. We cannot run our life on autopilot. I'm gonna tell you, I've done that for so many years on autopilot. Just like let the day happen. I'm gonna let it happen when it's gonna happen. You know what? It got me nowhere. And again, and this is again why I love teaching youth, because these are the things I drill into my young leaders. Is that, you know, being intentional about life, and it makes a huge difference. And so. And again, what being intentional, what helps you do, is that when you are going through life, and we all know there is things that happen in our lives, we begin to look at social media. Social media begin to tell us I'm not good enough. Social media begin to say that they look happy, I'm not happy. And we all know deep inside, we all know that's a lie. We all know most of the smiling faces on social media ain't really smiling when you get off. Because I can say that for myself, because I've done that a lot. Especially when I was in that state of depression. I was so depressed. I was looking for things to actually make me feel good. So I go put this happy post on, but I get off and I cry. And so that is, you know, that may not be your reality right off, but that was mine, because at that moment I was not living intentional. I wasn't trying to find out who I was and what I like. Where is my value system off? Because if you live anything outside of your value system, you are not going to be happy. You're not going to have that peace that you need to dream. You're not going to have that peace that you need to go after your dreams. And so when I say that, we just have to make sure we don't get on that hamster wheel of life. That is the worst thing, because I look at it like this. When you're not being intentional about life, and you haven't taken the time to sit, what is my value systems? What happens? Just say if life was like this. I started at A and I moved to B. Well, something happens at B that I feel, you know, someone told me that, you know, I didn't do something right. Or someone told me, oh, you don't belong here, or something of that nature. What happens, it sends me back to A. I have to start all over again, because I don't understand who I am and my why. I don't understand it. So what happens, I go from A to B, back to A, go to A again, go back to A, stay at A longer. You never get beyond that point, because you're on this hamster wheel. You know, a hamster, they're on the wheel. I feel bad for them little animals, but they're on it and they're just moving, but going nowhere. That is not our point. That is not what we are here to do. We are here to move. We are here to dream. We are here to prosper. God has given us abundant life. And so, but you know, He has given it to us. We have to take the action to go out and do it, and to get it. That is our charge. And so, again, we have to get off that hamster wheel. So when you understand who you are, you have list your value systems down, and then you're understanding your strengths. What are you good at? What are you good at? And what I've found by working with people, this is what I find amazing. There are so many gifted people, but when you ask them, what are you good at? It's like, well, not nothing really. I'm like, you just freaking researched this whole health issue and came out with a health concoction naturally, and you're not good at anything. But they don't see it. So you have to sit down with yourself long enough to see what are you good at, and own it. Own that sucker. It's yours. Own it, because I'm telling you right now, if you don't own it, no one else is going to own it for you. People are going to value as much as you value yourself. That is real. You know, it may be cruel at times, but it's real talk. And so you have to value yourself. So when people come against you or say anything that you feel like, oh, I'm not good enough, you understand at that moment, I am. It doesn't matter what no one say to me. It doesn't matter if they say, Imogene, you're not this or that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What matter is that I freaking get my goal. That's what matter to me. Right. So, but that's what matter. I mean, I'm standing in the path of people, and so, but that's what matters. That's what matters to me. So as long as we are understanding where we're going and how we are getting there, but again, all this stuff we're talking about now is truly in our mind. I'm gonna walk over here a little bit more. So, but it's truly in our mind, and that's that's where, again, that's where the battle starts. But it was something else that I want to make sure that I point out today. But my stuff is blowing in the wind, but I'm going to give you guys a view real fast of this other part of this view. Hold on. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And I'm telling you, when it's so cool out here, it feels so good. All right, I'm gonna bring you back. So, hey, okay. And then I'm just going to end with this. Just understanding you. And since I understand my value system, I understand family as part of my value system. I understand my strengths is I'm analytical, I'm strategic, I'm a connector. That's why I'm able to help those that help my clients get from their point A to point B, because I know how to connect the dots. I connect with people. I love people because I'm family oriented. See, all your values, your strengths, they all work together for your purpose. How God said it all works together for your good. It's real talk. It really does. And so today, that was day 2. Just making understand your values, understand your strength, and it all works together for your purpose. And it works for you to understand completely who you are, hands down. Be unapologetically you, because guess what? There is not another Imogene. There is not another Dejanette. There is not another Renee. There is not another McGill. There is not another Patricia. There is not. It's only you. And God has gifted you with something for you to share with this world. And to be honest, when we don't take the time to do this, we're being selfish. So I say, know your space, know your dreams, and go after them, because God has given you everything that you need. So, all right. So that was the end of day 2, and I will see you tomorrow. We're going to be talking about, are you a victim or are you victorious? We should know how that's going to go. All right, I'll talk to you really soon. One more last view before I go. Hold on. I mean, it's absolutely, oh, just beautiful. I needed this. All right, bye you guys. Love you.